by the Montana Television Network. The 10 o'clock news continues on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Now, with the detection of chronic wasting disease in Montana, Winston Greeley tells us how Fish, Wildlife and Parks plans to manage the disease in this week's Outdoor Report.
Through surveillance efforts, Fish, Wildlife and Parks detected chronic wasting disease, or CWD, this fall in Montana.
CWD is universally fatal to those unfortunate animals that get it, and those are animals of the deer family.
CWD is a slow-moving disease that can last a long time on the landscape. So FWP has devised a management strategy to try to contain this disease.
What we hope to do in the long term is to keep the prevalence low, that is the percent of a herd that's infected with it. If we can keep it low, say 5% or lower, and keep it from spreading, that is what we're looking to do.
Currently, FWP is conducting a special CWD hunt in south central Montana, with the goal to detect prevalence in the area. But in the future, FWP plans to use hunting to minimize the occurrence and spread of CWD.
The long-term management will depend on what that prevalence is. If it's a high prevalence, we'll work to reduce it by reducing deer densities in those hot spots, for example. Also the transport restriction zones, so that we're not humans being an agent for it being transported across the state.
With no cure in sight, and because CWD can take a long time to dramatically impact deer populations, the key will be persistence in managing this disease.
This isn't something like blue tongue or EHD or a hard winter where there are a lot of dead animals on the landscape. It takes a long time to manifest itself at a population level, and so one of the biggest challenges that we're going to face is not this year, but 10 years out or 20 years out. We're still going to have to be managing for CWD.
I'm Winston Greeley, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.
For more information on CWD, visit Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks website. All right, coming up after the break, recreational lap swimming and beating personal records takes a lot of work in the pool. But in competitive swimming, some are hoping advancements in swimsuits can help them cut time. But how far is too far? This story in Health Watch.